Speaking in Amazon Prime's The Story of Diana, various commentators outlined the chaos that permeated a wild decade in British history.
Fashion journalist Meredith Etherington-Smith said, "People throwing cabbages at each other at bus stops."
Biographer Amanda Foreman also claimed strikes were so bad and remembered rubbish wasn't taken off of the streets, there was electricity blackouts all the time.
"You're killing the monarchy." David Attenborough's shock royal ran. Royal snub, how Prince Edward did not hold Diana and Fergie in Hig.
And fashion designer Vivienne Westwood's controversial Sex Pistols shirt was the ultimate in protest fashion.
The artist Jamie Reed created the wildly subversive images of Queen Elizabeth for the Sex Pistols' God Save the Queen record sleeve, gleefully deconstructing Cecil Beaton's portrait of Her Majesty with a safety pin through her nose.
ABC's Chris Connolly said, "Against such a background, the royal family were done."
Jess Cagle, editor of People magazine, said, "There was a huge disdain for the royal family."
Mr. Cagle said, "A growing part of the population felt, why are we supporting these spoiled aristocrats when we can't put food on our table?" ABC's Mr. Connolly claimed, "No future," the punk band Sex Pistols would sing.
He adds, "And now, all of a sudden, here comes the future." The documentary suggested, at that time, it seemed Princess Diana was the future.
Vivienne Perry, Diana's former charity partner, said Diana was a disruptor. She came at a time when the royal family was seen as being stuffy and old-fashioned.
She was new. She was the right way to start a fairy tale. While England was plagued by anti-conservative social unrest, the Queen saw the crucial distraction in a royal wedding.
Watched by 750 million people around the world, the ceremony sparked new public interest in what was perceived as a stale monarchy.
Royal watchers described the lavish wedding of Prince Charles and Princess Diana in 1981 as the wedding of the century.
Recalling the 1981 wedding for Amazon Prime's Princess Diana, behind the headlines, Jess Cagle said it was a dark time for England.
He added, "The economy was terrible. The royal family was just considered by most people in England as this artifact that really resented having to support."
Kim Hubbard, associate editor at People magazine, said people were really anti-monarchist at the time.
"The country was in a really bad state. There was my mum who always reminds me the bins weren't being collected, there was garbage everywhere, you'd have electricity strikes.
And then you had these people who just inherited power and were extremely privileged, and there was a lot of resentment.
And people started to question, do we need this monarchy?" However, for the British people, the wedding of Charles and Diana was a breath of fresh air from the stream of bad news in England.